Wrestling with Things Nations, wrestlers of things, do not forget to subscribe to the channel for all sorts of conversations with pro wrestling creators and pro wrestlers. Uh, Share, like, comment, all that good stuff. Royal Rumble 2026 is over. Liv Morgan won the women's Royal Rumble, coming in at number 13. Roman Reigns wins the men's Royal Rumble, coming in at number 26. I want to start with the men's Royal Rumble. There's so much to unpack here from the event in totality, but I want to start with the men's Royal Rumble. Um, I had fun, man. I thought the highlights for me were, first of all, Oba Femi, man, that behemoth. That man looked really good, and it's clear WWE knows what they have in him as a blue chip prospect. Starts off really well. I don't think anybody expected Braun Breaker to get knocked out as fast as he did. I want to talk about that in a little bit, but Obafemi coming in, knocking out a future surefire main eventer in Braun Breaker, knocking out Rey Mysterio, future Hall of Famer, knocking out Solo Sikoa, taking out five people in total. I thought that was a real high. Had a stare down with Brock Lesnar. I really think they're hinting at Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. It has to be. They had to have done that for a reason. Because if you really pay attention, he was the only one that was able to hurt Brock Lesnar in this matchup. You know, Obafemi was the only one that Brock Lesnar sold some offense for, really, like that. So I hope we're going Obafemi, Brock Lesnar. Obafemi was a crazy highlight. Um, I like, and I know we talk about wanting Logan Paul to be world champion, and I honestly think when Jey Uso was champion, that was a good time. But I do think WWE knows that he's on that bubble and should be world champion because this is the second year he's been in the top four. So I think they know that he's somebody to keep an eye on is right on the cusp. I really like the fact that they did that. Um, Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes further in their program. That was great. Um, I thought Cody Rhodes accidentally Cody Cutter and Randy Orton. That left the door open for that grudge match that they can go that route with Randy and Cody at WrestleMania. I did enjoy that. Brock Lesnar taking everybody to Suplex City, doing what he does, and and just his reaction to Obafemi, I thought that was a real high. But as far as lows for me, I didn't love. And again, it feels like we both pick on this guy, but I didn't love this dude. Really, Jey Uso really has to do this during matches now. Are you serious, man? This dude really has to do this during matches. Like we were playing around, but now it's seriously corny. It's whack. It's tired. It's played out. I love that Roman played him. It was like, yeah, let's do it, and that's uppercutted the hell out of him. That I liked. I like that. But the fact that he even had to do that in the first place is corny. It's really corny to me. And I actually think part of when he was doing it was when LA Knight and Cody double teamed Lesnar and kicked him out. So it was like poor execution to have this dude yeeting while Brock Lesnar, the camera's on him yeeting, but the camera didn't catch Brock Lesnar's elimination how it could have as impactfully. I didn't really like that, but I didn't think it was I didn't think it was a big blemish for me. Um, Another thing I didn't I wanted to see Jericho. I thought we would, but who is to say that maybe they probably didn't sign that contract and make it official yet? That's what I would guess because this would have been perfect. Perhaps they're still talking things out, but I really did. I really enjoyed this, and Roman Reigns is the right winner. Yes, it's a safe pick, but it's a big business pick. And like he said on the Pat McAfee show, again, Roman's excellent. People like to talk about good talkers on promos, but these days, I think another mark of a good talker is how entertaining do they make other people's podcasts when they appear. And if you caught Roman on the Pat McAfee show, he always brings it in his entertaining. Dog, I gave y'all 2 years to come up with something creative and as good as the Bloodline arc and the Bloodline Championship. Y'all did it. I'm back in the picture. And I think whether he picks Drew McIntyre or CM Punk, it's a big money match and there's a lot of story to tell. But I'd like to hear what you you think about this, Sammy.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like we was talking about on the debate with those other two nice gentlemen, right? It's big money. You know, what I mean, Roman Reigns at the end of the day for this era, for this timeline, for whatever's going on currently, he is big money. And they know damn well that whatever the hell happened last year, I don't know what the hell happened in those meeting rooms last year. Well, they're trying to show it to us on WWE Unreal like it was a real meeting or something. Like, no, you guys seen a bunch of yeet, you guys seen a bunch of cat fray, you guys seen a bunch of fun going on. So he was like, okay, let's see if this can do something. They wasn't
And he
doing any
was
of that.
selling a lot of shirts. They got gassed up
That's
on
that's
him.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
He
the yeet,
was.
the
I'll give
shirt.
that to him. Yeah.
They seen that spike, and then they were like, okay, let's see if we can develop something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It failed, but we all know when it comes to Roman Reigns, it's big money already. So you put him in that situation, how can you go wrong, David? You let's say if Drew McIntyre does take it all the way home to WrestleMania, you get a Drew, you get a Roman, that's a money match. It's a money match. And let's say CM Punk wants to kind of tweak himself and go in more of a heel direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you get a Punk versus Roman Reigns. That's big money.
Mm-hmm.
So you did either way. Roman winning the Royal Rumble, there's no wrong that can be gone now. Your WrestleMania is pretty much damn near secure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's in the bag now. It doesn't matter who's champion. It doesn't matter what the hell happens at Elimination Chamber. It really doesn't matter because Roman is at such of a level where it can't go wrong. He sells. He's going to
Mm-hmm.
be able to get in there, do a pretty good match. He's going to be able to have a pretty good program. Like you said, he stepped his talking ability up so far over the last few years. So it's a can't go wrong type of situation. You know, even though it wasn't my pick, you know, I did pick Gunther. I
Mm-hmm.
knew something was a little off when they had him fight AJ, you know, before all that. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, I still would have thought it was a good result for Gunther to retire AJ and then go win. But hey, they spreaded the wealth right. I can't complain about a Roman pick, and I know people are gonna try to complain about this Roman
They're
pick.
already starting. I seen it this morning on a few shows, man. They're already
Yeah,
trying.
but how can you, David?
I
How can you
agree.
complain?
It's becoming forced at this point. Yo, look at what the t-shirt says. Levels above. He's levels
Yeah,
above, bro. He is levels above everybody else. It is what it is. How can you go wrong with having your number one box office draw, your
that's
number
what I'm
one
saying.
of a generation in that spot? It benefits his opponent, it benefits ratings. It benefits WrestleMania. It
Yeah.
benefits us fans.
And
And
then
and
now,
and let's be honest. I'm starting to think, yo. No, I'm not saying I'm starting to think. I've been think this. People, the way people, the haters, man, that hate Roman Reigns and love to hit piece him. They don't really hate him, bro. It's just because it gets clicks. They
yeah.
don't hate him, bro. It's an act. But what were you saying? I'd love to hear what you're saying.
Well, I was gonna say, and now he's boosted up in more of a legendary, you know, type of status, type of height, because now he's a two-time Royal Rumble winner. They
Yes,
they also wanted him to be a part of that club.
that's a good point. That's a good
which
double
is a very
because
deserved.
most roast people that got that accolade are like on another level. John
Yeah,
Cena, Stone Cold, Batista,
Hulk Hogan,
even Cody Rhodes, Hulk
Cody
Hogan.
Rhodes, yeah,
So yeah, and I also
Mike,
Shawn Michaels, yeah, the guys that really are like that, are cold like that, and I also want to highlight this when he went and won the Royal Rumble in 2015, because I know y'all got a short memory out there, man. Y'all hijacked the show because y'all wanted goat face 200-pound Daniel Bryan. So no
right,
matter who won it, y'all were gonna shit on it, and they shitted on Roman. The Rock tried to come out and save him. They even shitted on The Rock because they wanted to hate on the show so bad. But I say that to say it makes all the sense in the world. We finally got Roman shining as the baby face that we wanted. Now we're gonna give him the Rumble to get the bad stain out of y'all hijacking that whole thing back in 2015. Now nobody remembers that, and
yeah,
now we got fresh in our minds. Yes, this is the guy, and he let the fans go home happy in Saudi Arabia, and he stuck it to Gunther, the number one heel in the business that retired John Cena. I thought
yes,
it was excellent psychology by WWE to put the most hated guy in the number one guy in there because they knew no matter what, people were going to want to see Gunther get tossed on his ass. It was
right.
brilliant.
Hmm. No, it was literally it was perfect, man. Like I said, how can you complain about this? Because like let's say you pick a young buck like a breaker, you pick someone young and you match him up with like a Drew, or you match him up with a Punk. It technically on a WrestleMania standard. This is what I always break down. There's a WrestleMania standard, and then there's a regular pay-per-view standard.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, you do that on a regular pay-per-view standard, it's interesting. It's very big money. But here's the thing: we going to WrestleMania, which means now we got to deal with the biggest kind of money that we could possibly deal with, Dave. It's the biggest of the big. There's a reason why all these people with their turbans and all these people with the full outfits are making it go across country now in
Hmm.
different countries because they want the biggest of the big money. Who
Yeah.
else is going to do that for Roman Reigns?
That's true. They
Who
they
else?
they literally demand with WWE that at least if you notice these Saudi Arabia shows, they always have stars on it. Now it didn't always go well, like when DX and Brothers of Destruction was a mess
Yeah,
and stuff. But they always need big name on it,
they
and
demand it.
they demand it, bro. And I don't blame them.
They demand it. I'm already hearing talks about Rock possibly doing the next year thing, getting the
It's
biggest
gonna
payday
happen.
ever.
I wanted to talk about that in a second. It's gonna happen, dog.
And that's probably what they're setting up, Dave, which is why
Yeah.
we can't go wrong. We can't go wrong.
Finally, finally, dog. I
We
think it's
can't go
gonna
wrong
happen.
because now what if he has another long year run,
It's
or
po-
or
and it's possible.
or he could lose it before. It doesn't
No,
matter.
it's possible.
Either
But
way,
I think The Rock and Roman could be epic with the championship and without one.
and
That's
without.
the beautiful thing. But I think the
Yeah.
championship takes it to a whole nother marquee. But I think without it, it's still really the biggest match you could put on in 2026. But I do want to get into that in a second, actually, because there's a lot to unpack there too. But before that, like, what did you think were the most of the highs and the lows? I also want to I forgot to mention I thought one of the highs they had Powerhouse Hobbs on graphic on the screen, and then they wiped it, and then they put the new name, kind of as a subtle dig at, yo, he ain't Powerhouse Hobbs no more. He's ours now. And he looked, dog. He felt to me like a guy that didn't just come in WWE. He felt like a guy that was a WWE presence already. Like he looked like he belonged. Got a couple of power moves in there. Like
He's supposed to be there. He's
yeah, like
supposed to
he
be there.
felt like he's supposed to be there. Like he's WWE's the attributes he's as is what WWE makes the most out of. So I really liked. I didn't think they were gonna put him in there, but that was a nice another move, nice little surprise there. Like they didn't have
Yeah,
surprise like legends, but they had surprises with the Braun Breaker moment and how they let the young guy shine. I'll say that. But what did you think was some highs and lows in the Rumble before we talk about next year and Rock and Roman?
yeah, he's supposed to be there. But to go to the highs, man, it's I still like the way Gunther was looking in there,
Oh, he looked great.
even though he didn't get to bring it home. I still like the way he was looking in there. Um, this part's not really a high, but it did kind of piss me off. I don't like what they did to Rusev. I was I with like you too much of a vet and you too damn big to just be leaving that quick. You know,
That's
I
fair.
didn't really I didn't like that part neither. But to another high, I mean, even Roman himself, you know, when he first got in there, I thought that the impact he was doing to the people that were scattered around was a pretty good, you know, solid way to come in. Um, another high, man. Logan Paul.
He put in
Logan
work.
Paul
He,
put in he put in a lot of highlights, Dave. Lot of highlights. Again, this is why I'm gonna keep campaigning for him over and over and over for over and over. He's gonna get one of those titles, Dave. You know, based on what you just said about him being in that Final Four situation. I think whatever title Roman doesn't pick, look very closely for Logan Paul after that. You know,
interesting. Yeah.
and it's funny too because I don't know if you seen the first take thing with Paul Heyman, where he was saying there's a pecking order, like they want Breaker to go first,
Mm-hmm.
then Logan, then the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that, but that I don't think that order is gonna go exactly how Heyman thinks it's gonna go.
Interesting. Interesting.
I just want to throw that out there.
Let's say, you know what I'm wondering? Like, who is to say? I mean, WWE doesn't normally do this, but like, what if Punk defends the title in a one-on-one? What if Drew McIntyre's title's in the chamber and Punk defends it one-on-one? Or let's say both titles are in the chamber. You never know. What if Logan Paul takes it from CM Punk? You just never know. I don't think that's something that's ridiculously off the table
The reason I don't think
because this is also the first WrestleMania that's gonna be on the ESPN app. They're gonna want to satisfy ESPN. Now, it might not happen, but
the
it
only
does
reason
make
why
it makes me wonder what's the Logan Paul match because if you look at the trend, although he hasn't been champion yet, Logan Paul always faces a Hall of Fame level guy. He's fought Seth
that's true.
Rollins.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe he's fought AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Like he's gonna need a WrestleMania level guy. Maybe that's what they're saving Jericho for, perhaps. But
It could be, but the only reason why I don't think that is because they randomly put Punk on the game.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
they obviously gonna want that to be pumped and pumped and
yeah,
pumped and promoted while he has the belt.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I don't think they'll go in that direction. I would love for them to because I feel like it's not like CM Punk has been magnificent with this belt. I don't know if you feel the same way, Dave, but
He been doing all right.
he's solid. It's been solid, but
He's given it the right energy. Like it feels like a competitive belt. I'll say that since he's had it.
it's been pretty solid. But you know, it's if Logan Paul gets it wouldn't break any backs. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I understand the promotional purposes of everything that's going on. So I'm not gonna push back. But after WrestleMania, yeah, I think
Oh, after WrestleMania, it's
Logan.
wide open. Yeah.
I think Logan should be the one that takes it off of him. If we're talking right after WrestleMania.
Okay. Okay. I would love that. Or if he somehow does get that money in the bank briefcase, like I would really like that for him.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, the rookies, Oba, Femi, you know,
Trick
Trick,
Williams.
Trick,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I didn't want to leave out Trick neither. Trick did
I
it.
was hoping Trick would sneak into a final four, but it's all good.
Too early.
He looked all right.
Yeah, it's too early. It's too early.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked good in the minutes he had, but another low for me. WWE just can't help themselves. They always need that little corny comedy spot in there. The El Grande Americano. Chad Gable came back to overtake the fake Americano Kaiser, and they were battling as the Americanos. I mean, let Chad Gable be Chad Gable. Chad Gable's like cold as hell if you let him go back to be Chad Gable, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like, take that shit off. But I
yeah.
thought this was a good Rumble, man. Like
Putting the mask on them, David. Don't you think? Don't you think that's just not gonna? I don't think it's gonna last, right?
that's what I'm
You
saying.
can't.
Like, I think they already took it as far as they can take it. Like, rip it off, take the joke's over, rip it off, be like, this is Chad Gable, and let him go back to
Yeah,
what he was doing, bro. Chad Gable could do a lot of things for them. And I don't know why they're
correct.
sticking with this for a while.
How do how do you think Austin Theory looked in there?
Austin Theory looked all right. I like that LA Knight came back, and I think he looked good. He was my dark horse pick, and I was clearly wrong to pick him, but I like how he came back, got his lick back, took out Austin Theory, took out Bronson Reed, with Cody Rhodes take out Brock Lesnar. To me, that means LA Knight is still getting some things on this belt, but I can't help but wonder now. Seriously, what does he do for WrestleMania? Like
It's smoke and
it's
mirrors. Don't
it's
fall for the smoke and mirrors. Don't fall for it.
yo, what does he do? Like, in my mind, like not to go all over the place, but because I do want to talk about this Rock thing next, but um, and the women's Royal Rumble, I thought that was good too. But like in my mind, WrestleMania, and I could be wrong, but based off the seeds that was planted, it feels like it's gonna be Oba Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi Brock Lesnar, Punk versus Roman, Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre. I feel like Cody Randy in a grudge match, or do you get the sense that the WWE Championship match might have to lean multi-man? Because Randy has a fair case at it. Cody does. Jacob Fatu does. Do we get a four-way? So I feel like it's maybe some type of multi-man. If Cody and Randy don't do their own thing, some type of multi-man with Drew's in there. So it's like Logan Jericho, I could see. What does LA Knight do? I mean, you could give him the Intercontinental title. I don't hate that. He never won that title. But we all know LA Knight's better than that. I mean, it wouldn't be bad for him to win the Intercontinental title because
Uh,
Dominic's not doing nothing with it, bro. Like, I gave him time, and I know he just got injured, but Dominic's not doing much with it. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it feels like that's the only opening for LA Knight, unless you did LA Knight Jericho. It's really interesting.
I mean, why not? I wouldn't mind an LA Knight Jericho.
That would be the promos would be hard, bro. The
I
promos
wouldn't
would be
mind that
crazy.
whatsoever.
Do you
But
want that? Do you think that you would want that? What would you do with Logan then?
I mean, I just feel like him going back down to Dominic. Don't you think that's kind of him going
It is
backwards?
it is back down, but I think it would be. I would like it if they did like here's what I wish they would do. Since Money in the Bank is not on WrestleMania no more, make a 6-man ladder match for the IC title. And I think if it was something like that, it'd be a cool little
Yeah,
spot for LA Knight. Like,
yeah, he could be in it.
yeah.
He could be in it. I wouldn't mind him being in something like that. I just wouldn't for him to win
Now,
it.
if it was Dominic versus LA Knight 1-on-1, yeah, that's weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you did like a LA Knight, a Damian Priest, a Dom,
Yo,
you could pad it a little bit. I think it would be a cool spot. But LA Knight Jericho feels like the thing that would be worthy enough to keep his relevancy. That's where I'm at. But it's confusing because what do you think? You think Jericho comes in as a heel? Because I get the sense that people are not going to want to boo him in the honeymoon phase.
not right away. Not
Not
right
right
away.
away. That's where I'm at. Like, I think they're gonna have to go into the heel turn, like build to
This
it.
is why I keep saying LA Knight needs to be here.
Yeah, but he kind of. I agree with that, and I think LA Knight will make a great heel. But I feel like
This is
somebody needs to fill his void as a babyface. Then, who's that person? Jericho? Like that? Like someone will have to fill that void a little bit on the full time roster because he is one of their stronger baby faces still.
no, I see what you're saying, but
Like, who's gonna take that, bro?
I
The
mean,
baby face side is it suffers a lot because of that, bro.
yeah, I mean, and yeah, I see what you're saying, but maybe a returning Seth Rollins,
You're right.
maybe
Yeah, it might be him if he's healthy enough. You're right. Because
somebody's
he's
gonna have
gonna
to
have
step
because
up.
Seth's gonna have to be babyface because the vision turned on him. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what I mean. Like somebody, but either way, somebody got to do it. I just feel like LA's ran his course as a face, man. He's ran his course.
yeah, I think
Like it's been a lot of years since
it
he's
has
since
been
he's
a little while.
since
So
he's been
something
over.
a reset could benefit him a lot.
Yeah,
I
he's
see
been
what you.
over. He's did what he needed to do. He's hit home run promos. He's had good matches, and time again, you guys did not let him get at least one shot.
Yeah.
So at this point, if he goes heel, I think now you have to give him a shot because he'll be over in the same kind of way. There's no way he doesn't be a good heel, David.
No,
With the way he's able to
if
talk,
you saw his NXT stuff a little bit, like that was the time when he was show the woman some love because I thought that was that might be other than the one Bianca Belair won a couple years back. I think she won the 2023 one. This might be my favorite women's rumble um ever in their history. I think they've only had it for like 8 years or so now. Like, but this was good. Like I thought the women's Royal Rumble shined with the counters, the sequences, the spots. They hit most of the high spots and like the elimination throwout spots real well, and they eliminate each other in pretty unique ways. You know, I like how Raquel Rodriguez did her finisher and threw Rhea Ripley out. Really looked strong in there.
yo,
Um, Man, they gotta put this girl on NXT. I think they're going to, but excuse me, they gotta put her on the main roster, man. So Ruka, is like that dog. Like he might have been the MVP of the Women's Rumble, and like I got shout out to the YouTube family, OG Affy Kingdom and Cordell Watts, but Lash Legend was like that last night though. Like I I
big time.
wanted Bianca Belair to win, but maybe she's not healthy yet. I don't know, or maybe they're saving her for the chamber. But Lash Legend was like that. I think she was also an MVP. Her and Sol Ruka with an MVP. Like Sol Ruka made it to the top three, and you can hear that the fans for you to be an NXT prospect and you're getting an international audience on your side, that's a big deal because most of them don't watch NXT. NXT got a
100%.
lot of smaller audience, so for her to be so new and the fans are reacting to her like that, and she
Yep,
got a good one-on-one win against Bailey at Saturday night's main event, Yo, they gotta put her on the main roster and start having her get reps in because yo, he might be the most athletic person in the world, bro. A backflip diamond cutter, a back front flip diamond cutter at the top rope, like it was great, bro. But I mean, I don't hate Liv Morgan winning, but he's not my choice.
I
I'll be,
do.
I don't hate it.
I hate it.
I don't hate it.
I hate it. I hate it mainly because the steam leading up to the Royal Rumble, it didn't feel like her steam
No, you're right. It didn't feel like her steam was like that.
was amazing.
It didn't. Yeah.
It really didn't feel like
It
she was
didn't.
really part of the picture like that.
You're right. You're
For
right.
you guys to just randomly just be like, "Yo, here, Liv,
But he
you
has
got it."
he has a story of he has a drama built in story. That's the only reason I said I'm not that mad at it because we can finally close the chapter of Judgment Day. That's where they're headed. I'm pretty sure. Like, cause
Yeah, but
look at he turned on Raquel. Raquel's gonna face Stephanie tomorrow. Raquel's probably gonna win it, and now it's gonna be like teammate versus teammate to end the Judgment Day. Like I could see, betrayal storylines is always something to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
for
no, you're
WrestleMania,
right. You're absolutely right. He didn't
yeah,
have the momentum like that. You're right.
yeah, that's what I mean for WrestleMania standard now. What's the dream match here? Give me something,
It's
baby.
it's not a dream match. You're right. You're right.
That's
I
where
ain't
we're
even gonna
going wrong.
argue with that.
That's
But
that, and to me, that's
but
where we're going
but
wrong.
once in a while you get lucky where story gives a match enough juice to where it delivers on WrestleMania, but on straight up on paper, no, it's not a dream matchup. It's not.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the only that's my only bite back. That's really my only bite back on that pick because I thought for sure, but it's like you said, like maybe Belair's knuckle isn't fully 100%, so they're probably like, now let's wait an extra month or maybe an extra 2 months or something like that, just to make sure it's 100% sure. Um, but man, even I know Charlotte's in the tag team division, man, but they couldn't have made something with that.
Yeah, but it's clear to
They,
me. It's clear to
I
me they don't
I
want.
know the Bella twins is old, but
It's
they
clear
couldn't
to
have made
me.
something with
It's clear to me they don't want They want Charlotte to take a long break from the title picture. That's the reason why I'm like that wasn't realistic. Like it's clear to me they don't want her dominating because the moment you put her in the match, you basically gotta win. Like because it's been so long. Like so it's clear to me that they're doing that. Um,
about Nikki Bella.
I was gonna get to that. Yo, people talk so much shit about the Bella twins. Brie Bella had the highest pop of the night, dog. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. It was Brie Bella, then I would probably say LA Knight and Roman Reigns, but Brie Bella got a reaction, dog. I be telling people Bellas are names in entertainment, bro. They're names outside of wrestling, bro. They're like that, bro. But I mean, I'm one of the rare people I would embrace Nikki Bella in that spot over Liv Morgan. I really would.
I would.
You
I
saw
would.
bro. They had the hottest reaction and they put in work in that rumble, bro.
They
They
did.
they
That's
really
why I'm
did
saying. That's
though.
why I'm saying what I'm saying. And Nikki has been at least around. It's not like Nikki's been a stranger. She's been
I
around.
would have been okay with that. And I know people are haters, but let's be honest, they're about to put the tag titles on them, which I think is pretty dope. I think that's a lane for them.
Man, yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're gonna
I guess,
they'll make
I
those
guess,
tag titles pretty way better.
I guess I have to accept it because looking around at the women's list, it's not. It's like it's not really much that I
I ain't
could
gonna
pick.
front, even though you and I picked Bianca Belair and we thought she was gonna be there. If Lash Legend had won yesterday, I would have bought in. Like no bull. I know she's new, but he was looking believable out there where how she was tossing people, kicking people in midair. Like she's gonna be a hell of a monster, bro.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have been pissed neither,
I
but
wouldn't have been pissed off. Like,
but then again, I'm looking at it from the same standpoint. I'm pretty sure the WWE's looking at it, and they're probably like, okay, on a big national stage, they don't know her yet, so
they don't.
we gotta go with somebody that is known, which is I guess why Liv Morgan got what she got, because she's been known for the
Yeah.
last few years.
The,
She's been known.
yeah. I'll give Liv
So
Morgan this. I mean, like, her women's world title run wasn't bad when she did
it
the.
wasn't.
It wasn't that bad, but she's not. She's not marquee feeling. She don't give me that feeling. She
And
don't.
that's where I'm going with
She
it,
don't
David.
give me that. She don't. It's a feeling in the spirit. Like, she don't give me that feeling, man. But
Which
she
is why,
puts in
if
work.
it was
I'll
me,
say.
I would have forced one of the Bellas to win. I don't care.
Yo, the internet would kill you if
I don't.
they hating on the Bellas, bro.
I really don't care. I would have forced one of the Bellas to win, or I would have made Nia Jax do it again, or something, or
Yeah,
something along those lines. I would.
yeah.
It's because it's just like, dude, come on,
I
come
was
on.
shocked
I'm trying
that
to
Tiffany Stratton was the final too, because it's
number
like,
30. Come on,
bro,
that's y'all got.
she's another person. Like, it's not like you've had steam like that
No,
lately. You know
no,
what I'm saying? Like,
no.
I'll say the final two choices were odd, but they made the last sequence pretty cool. Like, that last sequence when they were all on the apron going at it, it felt really competitive and dramatic. I'll say that. But